Good? All right, week 5, assignment 1. Take 1. What am I going to say? Welcome to beautiful Butler, New Jersey, where we like our t-shirts tight and our mustaches waxed. Today we're going to talk about longboard dancing. Here we go. So, longboarding has been around for about as long as skateboarding has been. It's just a longer board. You can see, we got your basic run-of-the-mill longboard here. Longboarding really split back in the 80s. People started really using it to downhill a lot, which is really just going really fast down a hill. But since then, in more recent times, it has really broken up into a couple different factions, where one of them being longboard dancing, which is kind of more flatland, and it's used to emulate boardwalking on waves, old school surfing, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to show you a couple basic moves how to longboard dance. The cool thing is, if you are physically fit in a relative sense, anyone can hop on a board and do it. It doesn't take a lot of skill. It does use a little balance, so always make sure you're wearing a helmet. So now that we got our helmet on, here's the basic move. Show my feet. The first move is a cross step, and this is the basis for all longboard dancing. You're going to get into your normal stance. You can take your front foot, this one, you're going to step it back and point it forward. Your shoulders are also going to turn forward. You're going to step around with your back foot, and then step back around with your front foot. That's it. This is what it looks like. It's a pretty cool move. Pretty good way to get the ladies or the elderly gentlemen if you're interested in such a thing. The second move I'm going to show you is the Peter Pan. Back to the feet. When you're standing on your board in normal stance, you're going to take your front foot again. You're going to move it to the toe side edge of the board. Turn your shoulders forward. You're going to loop your back foot around. And then you're going to loop your front foot back around. And here's what this one looks like. Mess that one up a little bit. So, now that you see what the cross step and the Peter Pan looks like, let's have a look at what they look like together. That's some basic longboard dancing for you. Some of the benefits of longboard dancing are, it's a fun way to exercise. As you can tell, I'm a little bit out of breath right now. Not so good for speech, but good for your heart rate. Some of the other benefits, like I mentioned before, the ladies and the elderly gentlemen. Also, if you're ever just normal longboarding, and then a sweet song comes on a boombox, what are you gonna do? It's gonna look like this. I tossed in a couple variations in there. Another one of the benefits of longboard dancing is your artistic creativity can expand by leaps and bounds. Very good for all you art students out there. It's a wonderful form of self-expression, much like expressive dance, but without the leotards. So, now that we've gone over the basics, I'd like to show you some more moves. This move, which is a great way to tie in all the other moves, is a nose manual. We're gonna set up regular stance, but we're going to head to the front of the board, front foot on the nose. We're going to lift it up, which is also going to lift up the back of the board. You can come back up here. It's a nice move to just transition in between other moves. It's a good way to go over stuff too, if you can combine the nose manual and the tail manual. So this is a little bit what it looks like. Right to the front of the board. We're going to get our balance. We're going to pick it up a little bit like that. You can do those for a long time or for a short time, depending on how you're feeling. This is what it looks like mixed in with the cross step. As you can see, I'm a little bit off my game tonight, but I hope that you get the point, and I hope that you enjoyed this short informative speech about longboard dancing. And I encourage all of you to go out there, get your own longboard, and give it a try. You can go to loadedboards.com to get one of these sweet babies, or you can go to the Silverfish forum, which is silverfishlongboarding.com. Thanks a lot, guys.